Day in the life of a rabbit hunter. Up at 6, well, actually up at 5:15. Leave at 6. Going to get the dogs. It's 5:30. Time to pick up the dogs. Take Copper.
I am a dog.
What kind? Bulldog?
I'm a Saint Bernard.
That's part of it. Part of the rabbit hunting experience.
Dana was doing the same thing. I think their mamas decided a little bit different. Put them a little tighter than you think they ought to be because they loosen up when they run.
Exactly.
They loosen up when they run. All right. All right, you want to get out? All right. You want to get out? Copper. Okay.
Little pups.
All right.
Young pups.
What? They all gone. Yeah, there they are.
Six dogs on the ground?
7, I think.
7? Yeah, I see one more over there.
7 on the ground.
Paparazzi. Everywhere you go, get your paparazzi on you.
The dogs are what you call birdie. They're trying to make one off this morning. Now that's where a rabbit likes to stay. In the old briar patch. Oh. All right, the chase is on.
Yeah, he done crossed over here, but I don't know if they get bogged down over here. I got the line. Where you at? I'm over here next to these little sharp pines over here near the field. We have 2 rabbits up. If we can hurry up and take care of the first one, I can put them on the second one. They were on the one Julian saw when they came by the first time. And either that rabbit made a loop and came back by me a second time, or it's 2 different rabbits.
Rabbit paradise right here. Yeah, 10-4. John was leading it and BJ was second. Yeah, now she's in the front.
Look, and then came Oddball.
And then comes Oddball. Poor old Oddball. Yeah.
I'm bringing it, boy.
She.
There you go.
She.
I finally decided to go to a 10 gauge.
Well, let me tell you something.
What?
I think you can put 7 shells in it in North Carolina.
I need to do something.
A line on another rabbit?
Yes, sir.
10-4. We got this one. Finally got this one dead. We'll work back that way as soon as we get the dogs happy. Tommy, we're going to put you on hold for a minute.
Got some firepower now, buddy.
Hear a lot of shooting going on, didn't you?
Yeah, I got out of the truck. I thought about getting back in it.
Double back up there, come back down.
They know what that means. They know another rabbit's afoot. Wanted to make the statement. We got one fella here today that's 79, just turned 79, and another fella here that's 82. And they're out here beating the bushes with the rest of us, doing fine. Lucas killed him. Bring him on, BJ. That boy. Bring him on. Little puppy doing good.
Yep.
I believe he's a little thirsty. Alright, he's up here. Bring him on up here, rascal.
But there was two dogs was 20 feet behind that rabbit.
Yeah, when it come by you.
I ask you, how much wood do you burn at the house? What are you doing? Like a blue tail.
Having a hard time running him in this water, in the swamp. This will probably a blue tail marsh rabbit. Find him? Where'd he go? He gave you all the slip. Let him on. I don't know if you can see it with all the holes in that tree. Dead tree provide shelter for a lot of birds.
I'm looking for a way home.
Me too.
The only one thing, you closer than me.
Alan?
About that time, here come a four-wheel up the path. Boo! And Charles unloaded his gun, got behind a tree. It was Jamie.
How many did we kill?
None.
3.
Total's all we killed? 3?
3. That's it.
Wow,
And look, we struggled for that 3.
that's true.
The old
2
man
before lunch and 1 after lunch.
Had, the
And
old man had to put the third one on the ground.
I hear that
Back up.
with the Pistolera 410. Oh well. Still was a good day, better than working.
Well, Calvin, instead of upsizing to an 18,
I was thinking.
And an automatic.
Straight to 10.
you might want to, well, 8's bigger than 10. Why waste your time with 10?
Yeah.
David Roach was about 6'6" and a bootleg agent. He broke up stills for a living. And when he and Charlie Carr went down through a piece of pines like this in front of us, they just mashed half of them down. We've been hunting on this place, George Burner and Calvin and Lacey Radford and Henry Knight and me. And we had killed a plenty of rabbits. And David Roach and Charlie Carr, we were their guests. They said, well, let's go to the truck and get lunch. Okay. So we started for the truck and jumped a rabbit. Couldn't get to the truck. Went up on the hill, made a great big loop up on the hill, and then come back down and got into Beaver Swamp. Well, we at first thought we had a cottontail, but because the way he took a big loop up the hill, but he come back down and he got in that Beaver Swamp, and the Beaver Swamp was kind of narrow where he went in it. So David Roach went to the other side. Well, the rabbit kept going down the swamp, and it kept getting bigger and bigger. And Calvin found a log that went out in the swamp, and he climbed out on that log, and here come the rabbit swimming right back up the Beaver Swamp. And Calvin killed a rabbit. Well, instead of David Roach walking all the way back up the beaver pond to where it got narrow enough for him to cross, he took his boots off and tied them around his neck and walked across that beaver swamp all the way to the truck on a piece of cutover in February.
Oh my goodness.
Now, is that not right, Calvin?
Absolutely. That was about the toughest guy I've ever seen.
You do not want him chasing you through the woods.
He walked into a pile of briars. I swear, I believe you'd need a bulldozer to get through it. He walked through them things like they weren't even there.
And he carried a Browning shotgun, and it looked like a 6-shooter in his hand. He's so big. David Roach. We had some fun with those guys, Charlie Carr and David Roach.
Rabbits everywhere.
Rabbits everywhere.
Well, 12 hours later, we're back. What
All
a
in one
successful hunt. With
Come here,
copper.
Copper. Come here, turn her loose. You got her?
Copper, copper, copper.
Come on, baby. Come on.